Hey guys, it's Adam here and welcome to yet another episode of Commenting on Comments, where I comment on the comments that you left on the video. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get on with some comments. Alrighty, our first comment here is from Kevin Toller, and he says, "Your live shows rock." Well, I'm glad you like them. We're having fun doing them. We just hang out, sit around, chill out, talk about nonsense, and get the audience involved. And it's a good time. Like, I have a good time doing it. Sometimes the shows get carried away, but we have a good time doing it. It's a good 2 hours every Friday night. Starpuss www.thetoxicredneck.com says, "Why you always make them so short, lol? I missed it." He's talking about the live show. And actually, Starpuss wanted to be on the last Friday's live show, but I keep forgetting that we're in two separate time zones. So I forgot, and I forgot to send him out the message saying, "Hey, bro, you want to be on the live show? We're going live at 9 Eastern, probably 8 his time, because our first or second live, was it our second live? I think it was our second live show. Him and Drive Shaft Drew came on and hung out for a bit, and that was a good time. No, it was our third live show. It was the live show that we just did before this one here, so it was our third one. They came on. It was funny because we're talking about gun control, and then Starpuss and Drive Shaft Drew come on, and what the fuck are they doing? Cleaning guns. I shit you not. Cleaning guns, and people were talking about gun control because apparently America wants to, like, bang out gun control. And there's Drive Shaft Drew and Starpuss cleaning a gun. Kind of worked out for the best. J Murray01 says, "You could always change your name to One Pomeranian Life." Oh, can I make people take sweet jumps and break their pelvic bone too so I can make money on YouTube? Sorry, shots fired. J Murray01 again says, Yep, money controls my life for sure. I can barely pay the bills, put petrol in the car, and feed myself for the month. And I work full time. It's the case of those who don't deserve it have it, and those who do don't. Yeah, I don't know, it's bullshit, man. I freaking hate how money controls everything. And like I keep saying to people, you know, money's great and all, but when you're selling natural resources and pretty much life just so you can have a big fat wallet, you're kind of ridiculous, because when the air is all toxic and the water is all polluted and the land no longer produces plant life and the food reserves are gone, how fucking tasty and life supporting do you think your money's going to be? Dynamo Dylan says, "You should do a PC build for a decent gaming/editing rig," and that's what I'm doing. I started looking at parts tonight because they're finally rolling out some decent boards and shit. I'm tossing between... Well, I did a CPU boss check on the i7 6000 series versus the i7 4970 or 4790, whatever it is. And the only difference between them is the new architecture. Like, I really can't... They both benched in at the same, so it's like, spend extra money just so you can say you have a 6000 series. I'm sure there's more to the 6000 that I'm seeing, and later on more programs will take advantage of it. But right now, it's like the 4000 and 6000 are pretty much on par. So I don't know if I should bother going with the 6000. And as for an AMD, I wasn't impressed with that 220 watt friggin' requirement on the processor. That's a lot of power, and that's a lot of fucking heat to try and dissipate. Big Daddy 2001 says, "Adam, you should buy a Cheerson CX22W. It has almost the same quality as Bill's copter minus a 4K camera. But the camera that comes with it has a nice gimbal and can run up to 25 minutes, and it has the same bells and whistles, plus it comes with a viewing screen, so no iPhone required, but compatible, and at around $645, better than $1,700, and the DJI only lasts for 15 minutes. It only lasts for 15 minutes? Have you been watching Bill's videos? He's got that cocksucker in the air for like an hour. Holy shit, he flies that thing like crazy. I don't think I'm going to get a quadricopter or a drone or whatever you want to call them, for the key reason of I'd probably use it 4 times and then park the fucker. And then it would become like a dust collector. So I don't really see the need to own a drone. I'm going to skip on that whole fad. Redneck Lowlife says, "I know a dude that had a high dollar drone with a gimbal and a GoPro that was flying at a beach by the ocean. Fucker took off out of his control and watched it fly over the horizon, never to be seen again. True story." You know what? I know it's a true story because there's videos on YouTube of people having that happen where my buddy Super Del Sol, he got his quadricopter back, but I think actually the video is on his channel. He was out with Rex in Nova Scotia, I think it was, and they were flying around this quadricopter, and all of a sudden the thing just lost contact with the radio. Now his quadricopter, when it loses contact with the radio, it'll return back to its GPS starting zone. However, it has no idea about elevation, and it's too stupid to realize if something's in front of it. Fucking thing piled into the cliffside. Luckily for Super Del Sol, it found soil and not the ocean. Otherwise, he would have lost his friggin' quadricopter and it would have been gone. Because that's what happens when you lose something, it's gone. But no, I've seen other videos on YouTube where people are flying like the DJI Phantoms, and they're giving her and they're flying and flying, and all of a sudden the controls aren't responding and it's not returning home. It just keeps carrying on and it goes until the battery dies. And I've seen them, like, yeah, fly out into the water or fly out and just crash into a building and then get ran over by a car. Like, you see these things just get annihilated because something goes wrong. And honestly, yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm not going to get one of those. Rex 4x4 says, lol, it would be nice to be able to grow a fro, or any hair for that matter. Yeah, somebody issued Rex a challenge to grow a fro like I get. Good luck, boys. Good luck. His hair growing days are over. Mine are coming there. Mine are getting there. I'm starting to really get the dad friggin' horseshoe effect. I have to start wearing my hair like Dad and comb over. Sorry, Dad. Danny Burba says, is Redneck Rick dead? No. Do you know why he's not putting up any videos? Well, he hasn't had internet for 2 weeks. He's been waiting for a company to show up and install internet at his place. He was borrowing it off the landlord, but the landlord shut that service down, and now he has no internet. So he called this company to get internet in. They were supposed to be out there 2 Mondays ago and never showed up. And he's getting kind of pissed off because, yeah, he fucking needs internet. And on top of that, he's literally doing the same old repairs on the same old cars. So why film something that you've already done? He's literally working at his garage, making tons of cash working there, and doing a good job too. So that's why he hasn't put up videos. Number one, needs internet. Number two, he needs a new project. Double X, the car guy Double X says, how many moles of juice do you vape a week? Cheers from Ohio. I think I know another guy from Ohio. I think that's where Choochit's from. Might be wrong on that. But mils in a week, I go through about 60 milliliters of juice in a week, and that's because all of my tanks are running at 0.3 ohms. And at that low of a resistance, they just blow through juice big time. Daniel Brazel says, maybe you could answer this on COC. Hey, guess what I'm doing? I was thinking, he said thanking, but I think he means thinking. I was thinking if you were to just buy a new battery for your lawnmower, it'd be good to go. The mower deck is good to go. All it needs is a new battery, maybe. Not now because it's almost winter, but maybe after winter. Yeah, next year I'll get a new battery for it, and we'll get that thing going. I didn't mind using the push mower this year. Like, I got to the point where it was taking me 18 minutes to blast the back lawn, and that's not too bad. Like, I was power mowing it. Yeah, I was missing some spots. I'm not the best lawnmower out there. Yeah, I'll probably get it going next year. I got to get the romper going. I'm probably just going to leave the romper sitting out there and let it become a snowball, because fuck that thing. But for the riding lawnmower, the actual cutter, yeah, I'm going to try and get that going for next year and use it or sell it and get myself a self-propelled. Specmaster Chavez, haven't read a comment of yours in a while, says, and now when you win the lottery, bud, make sure you say, by the way, do you have any Grey Poupon when you're rolling out in your flawless Bentley? I'll laugh out loud. I probably wouldn't buy a Bentley. I'd probably get the friggin' G6 chrome dipped. I shit you not. I would get the G6 chrome dipped, roll around in that with some nice tuned exhaust, proper suspension so it doesn't sound like a rattle can, and get that engine replaced with a brand new engine and drive the G6 like an asshole. WTBM 123 says, if I won the lottery, I would build a very, very big building, buy every car tool known to man, and just live in there with all my tools. Oh yeah, I might fix the muffler on my old lady's van. Okay, that's friggin' hilarious. Frig, buy a big... So you basically buy a garage. That's what you're saying. Or like buy a warehouse and just load her with tools and just look at all the bling all day. Hey man, to each their own. I'd probably do the same thing and just fill the fucker with walls to walls of screens, have computers just running demonstrations of like really cool shit. So when people came over and said, what the fuck's going on in here? Like, it looks like a laboratory from like a Dr. Frankenstein movie or some shit. Nothing's really going on in there. It just looks really fucking cool. It makes you ask questions. Well, that's what I do. OBZX11 says, 3 farts in a row. What happens if you do 88? Do you jump to the future? Bud, been there. It's not that awesome. Don't worry about it. But yeah, probably. And that's all we got for commenting on comments this time around. So thanks for leaving your comments. I do appreciate it. Be sure to leave some more because that's awesome. Like, a favorite, a comment, and until next time, people, peace the frig out. I almost fucking said keep on vlogging.